All right, I guess I'll see when this thing goes live. I want to know how to get the live chat. Like, I saw the option for it, but it's not there.
Well, I don't know, but we're live right now, so.
Are we? Well, then it's my computer that's behind because it's still counting down by like 20 minutes. Oops.
I mean, you guys send the link out?
Back. I don't know how to do all of that stuff. Yes, I forgot that fast.
God damn it! Why is that? All right, let me go to your
on the video. There it is. Just put a like on it. I had to get the job done. I think. I hope. If I had a live chat, it'd be much easier for me to know. So if y'all here, let me know in the comment section. When you go to the video, do you see a comment section or do you see like a chat?
Comment section like normal.
That's so gay. That's so gay. Okay, whatever. Let's just go on ahead and get into it. I just want to make sure that we're actually live, and we are. Blackjack, we have a whole lot to talk about.
Yeah, we do.
Let me go on ahead. I didn't even know that Lana came out with Ziggler. Let me go on ahead.
That wasn't. Who even cares? Not a thing.
They've been successful at making her a nobody at this point.
Oh, yeah.
All right. What's up, everybody? Wiser here with the WWE Money in the Bank 2015 pay-per-view review with, I'm not going to butcher your introduction here, so you're going to do it yourself.
What's up, everybody? It's 21 Blackjack at It's 21 Blackjack on Twitter. I'm here with Wiza. I normally do the Instant Heat podcast, but we usually do the pay-per-view. Well, we've been starting to do the pay-per-view reviews together, so yeah.
I'm getting back in the motion of getting these reviews going again. Guys are turning out for them. The results are looking pretty good, so I'm all for it.
So let's get into it, shall we?
So much to talk about. So much to talk about. First, I want to talk about the pre-show, not the match.
Well, ain't nothing to talk about with that match.
I actually like the way that they did like the pre-show, like the way it was set up, and then when they started doing the tribute to Dusty.
Yeah.
Oh man, I don't want to say it was perfectly done, but man, that video package sold the hell out of Dusty. It pretty much let people know, like, if you've never seen Dusty or you didn't grow up watching Dusty, or Dusty wasn't a part of your era, that video package was all you needed to see in order to, like, they actually showed like the cage matches and the blood and all of that. Like, they showed Dusty.
Yeah, it was. I mean, that's the thing. I didn't grow up with Dusty, and I talked about this earlier on my podcast. It was just I never grew up with Dusty Rhodes. Like when people mention the polka dot Dusty, like I don't remember that. Like that was in '91. I was like 1 year old at the time. What I do know of Dusty is, you know, his importance to a lot of the younger guys in FCW and NXT, and I know a little bit about his stuff way before he even came to WWE. But apparently, like, the big thing with him is the polka dot thing, which doesn't even stick out in my mind to me.
Well, no, that's not the big thing. That's the most controversial thing, and that's because of how Vince decided to treat him. Because he was, before he came to WWE, he was a part of the rival company, and he was booking for the rival company in the NWA and with Crockett and all of those guys. And because he was so over, Vince wanted to make a mockery of him,
right?
Which is why he put him in the polka dots, and he managed to turn something that Vince thought like, all right, let's give him shit. He turned it into a fucking festival. But before that is where Dusty is mostly known from. His like I said, his runs in the territories, and pretty much everything you've seen in that package. Like, just. Like, if that video package doesn't make you want to just go and watch a whole bunch of Dusty Rhodes highlights and matches and promos, then you're just not a wrestling fan. It's just that simple. Like, they had like bits and pieces of not most of his promos, but some of his promos all chopped up into that video package and synced up all perfectly. and you can just hear the difference of feeling in the way guys cut promos now and the way we did it then. Like just hearing Dusty, you just hear like, oh my God, I wish this guy was cutting promos now, because you just feel it. Like he sold me on whatever the hell he was doing a promo about at that time. And again, these were mashed up promos. So it's like, I want to go back and watch what the heck he was doing. Man, it's like, because I don't want to say I grew up a part of the Dusty era, but I caught that tail end of his wrestling career.
Right.
In the late 80s and the early 90s. I caught all of that. I caught his WCW stuff. I caught his stuff just before he came to WWF, which is why, like, when he came with the polka dots, I was just like, okay. I was a kid, so I was just like, okay, but this isn't Dusty Rhodes.
Right.
But I was fine with it because I was used to the hokey stuff in WWE. But if you're a wrestling fan and you didn't grow up with Dusty, you owe it to yourself to just go back and watch some of that stuff he did with the Horsemen and Harley Race and all of that stuff. Like, if you want to talk about blood feuds, look no further than that. I mean, they broke the guy's arm and leg, like legit broke it.
Damn.
Slamming it in the car door over, and like they were like them and the Horsemen were out of control. All right, I got a little bit of that off my chest.
You got a lot of it off.
No, because I still can't believe that Dusty is gone. Like, that's like saying, all right, you're more familiar with Flair than Dusty, of course.
Well, naturally.
That's just like saying Flair is gone. Even though
it is,
the path that Flair took, it's still like, if you ever, like, when Flair goes, it's going to be like unreal. It's going to be like, I can't believe this. Is what? And like, that's how I feel about Dusty, because Dusty was the baby face of that era. So it's like, you know, when Flair goes, you're gonna be like, oh my God, I can't believe it. But Flair was the heel of that era. So like, for me, it's like double time for Dusty, because
that's the other thing. Dusty, like, there was really no sign of this. This felt like it just kind of came out of nowhere.
Well, he did give you a little sign, and that was the way he started looking lately.
Well, yeah, but like there wasn't like he's in the hospital or this is the sickness that he's going up against. I mean, sure, he wasn't looking as good, and he lost a lot of weight, but there wasn't anything like glaring, like, oh my God, he's gonna kick the bucket soon. It was just kind of like he dropped dead, and it's like, what?
Yeah, and I don't think that we still got the full details on that. Unless I missed something, I don't know. I know I know what they're saying,
right?
But I don't know the exact full details on how he died. I'm hearing that he's been sick for a while, and he finally just, I think they say, collapsed or fell down some stairs a little bit or something,
right?
And he just couldn't recover from that, and he was rushed to a hospital, and that was it. But man, that old age is scary.
Yeah.
Scary. All right. We got that out of the way. Anything else you want to say about Dusty before we move on?
Not anything else. No. I mean, it was kind of crazy. It was great to see like a lot of the NXT guys give their blogs and give their thoughts on him, because he legitimately, I mean, like when they did that 10 count for him, there was not one person in that lineup. I mean, even Renee Young was like overwhelmed by it too. Like there wasn't one person who wasn't like, you know.
There shouldn't have been. Nobody should have been on that stage trying to look tough, because I'm pretty sure Dusty has influence on every single one of their careers.
Oh yeah.
Some way, somehow. I'm sure of it. I'm pretty sure that they've gone through his classes of promos, even if they suck at it. They've gone through his classes of promos, or Dusty has given them pep talks, or they've at least been called baby by Dusty. Like,
right.
You know, oh man, she's just the stories that you hear about Dusty. They're funny. You know, you get the rib about the Dusty finishes and all of that.
Yeah.
Dusty was huge.
By the way, there was only one Dusty finish that happened, and that was at Elimination Chamber. There wasn't a dusty finish. Well, I mean, maybe the Divas match, but there was only one dusty finish outside of tonight, and that was the one at Elimination Chamber. Divas match maybe, but the other one's not so much. A lot of fuck finishes, but that's completely different.
Yeah, those aren't dusty finishes. Dusty finishes are those just over the top, unnecessary. You know, there's different styles of dusty finishes. There's a few of them.
Mm-hmm. By the way, since you talked about Flair, I was looking at something very quickly about Flair. Did you know that Charlotte is married to Bram?
As a matter of fact, I do remember hearing about that.
I did not know that. It almost begs me to ask, why the fuck is he not in WWE again?
Hey, John Lou.
Oh shit, that's
John Lou. That.
Yeah, never mind.
All right, so let's go on ahead and get into the actual pay-per-view because we're gonna no-sell Ron Killings versus.
Hashtag. By the way, it's official now. It's been official for a while. Hashtag any Wade Barrett match from now on gets hashtag because fuck Barrett. It's no longer Batista. It's now Barrett because fuck that guy.
Fuck that guy. Oh man. So, real quick, I will say that when he did lose and he was sitting in the corner and he had that look on his face like of disappointment. Maybe this is just wishful thinking, but
it is.
Okay, then I ain't gonna even finish my sentence.
Go ahead. I'm curious. What are you gonna say?
What that look told me was that they're actually trying to build something.
What?
With I don't fucking know. It's WWE, but it kind of shows me that they're trying to build some type of character here with Barrett, maybe in a babyface role. But it's Barrett. We said fuck Barrett, so we don't care about that. But just something about that look just told me that there's something actually planned with him.
Yeah, he's gonna be booked to lose next week.
Well, he's definitely gonna lose next week. He's gonna lose next pay-per-view. He's gonna lose at SummerSlam. He's a loser. He's a So let's get into this Money in the Bank match, which surprisingly opened the show.
Yeah, I was shocked that went first.
But let's think about this. What other match could have started the show? Not the tag team match, because that's not a hot match.
Right. But that's actually what I thought what's going to start.
Because it usually does.
Right.
But, primetime players don't really bring in that excitement that would,
True, yeah.
So that's why they couldn't do that. Then you got the Divas match, which definitely is not going to start a show.
That's a piss break match to me.
Let's see. What other matches were on the card? I forgot.
Cena, Ryback, no.
I did my Sheamus video over that match, so I don't even know. You're gonna have to carry that one.
There's nothing to carry.
Owens and Cena, you
ain't starting off. Yeah, you ain't starting off with Cena Owens. You want to kill the crowd for the rest of the show?
So what other match? There's no other match that really could have started the show but this one.
Yeah, so it makes sense.
And to be fair, this match wasn't even all that great.
No, it actually wasn't.
It was to me very uneventful. The last one was uneventful as well. Like they've just been going kind of downhill with these as far as I guess they want to keep guys safe.
Correct. Because think about it, 13, 14, you hear about Sheamus breaking his arm, Punk getting a ladder into his head from Heyman and getting all the staples and everything. So maybe they're trying to tone things down a little bit with the spots.
Mm-hmm.
So, that kind of makes sense.
But it takes away from the lure of the actual match itself, the ladder match. And
the idea of it.
Built on, and the Hardys and Edge and Christian and even Punk to an extent, just breaking their bodies. They used to sell this match and Elimination Chamber as matches that break your body, and now they don't teeter nowhere near that.
Yeah, no. Now they're just kind of like whatever.
So I guess going forward, the way that we have to actually watch these matches are to not expect what we've been grown accustomed to know from these matches. That's just the way to watch them now. Like, it's pretty watered down. Like, can we see somebody do like a ladder helicopter move? Like, they just put the ladder around their neck and just start spinning around. We can't get that no more. Causes concussions. Damn it. Can't do that. Yeah. So the stars of this match, I think Orton did okay.
Mark AOs were pretty cool. The one to Neville was probably the best one.
Neville, how do you think that Neville did in this match? And we're gonna talk about the roles of each person in this match after we just talk about how we think they did. But I just want to know what Blackjack thinks about how some of these guys did. How do you think that Neville did for his first ladder match?
I mean, he had some okay spots. You know, the one where he springboarded over Orton and tried to climb up the ladder, and then they had a good tease at the end with him maybe pulling down the belt from Sheamus.
That right tells me that I think that they know that fans are actually into him.
Yes. There's also they had the Red Arrow spot with Sheamus, which I was just kind of confused by. But
yeah, what exactly was he selling? Because when I looked at the replay, it's not like it looked like he was selling his arms or his wrists or whatever. But when I looked at the replay, he landed like, as far as his hands were perfect.
Right, and Sheamus put his arms out to, obviously catch him, but yeah, I didn't understand. I didn't even understand why he went for the Red Arrow there.
No, there's a bunch of times in this match I'm saying, why are guys leaving the ring? As a matter of fact, forget about why are guys leaving the ring.
Why guys aren't climbing up the ladder when there's nobody near them.
There's that, and why is there only 2 people in the ring at a time?
Because that's WWE booking now. You can't have a legit triple threat or a fatal 4-way or 6-man, whatever, without only having 2 guys work at a time. It's almost as if, audience retention is too low. So, I mean, that was why I started to think after a while, I'm like, all right, I'm just waiting for Roman Reigns to get back in the ring and win, because he's selling death on the outside.
And it's like from the very start of the match, it's like, all right, everybody, let's get out of the ring and let 2 guys get in there at a time. Like, why are we doing that?
Mm-hmm.
It's like, okay, what are the rest of the guys doing outside?
Right. I was kind of hoping that Kofi Kingston and when Kofi Kingston and Neville were in the ring, we would have seen a lot out of them, because they're 2 really athletic guys who fly all over the place, all stupid. And they didn't really do much.
We got nothing out of Kofi in this match.
Yeah, no. We got him power bomb into a ladder by Roman, and then
oh my God, Roman was out for blood.
Yeah. I'm surprised the ladder didn't break.
Yeah, because he slammed him on that pretty darn hard.
Yeah.
You got that. Then he did it with Neville on top of Kofi. That looked brutal.
Mm-hmm.
That looked really, really brutal. Okay, so let's get away from that a little bit. Oh, by the way, fuck Ziggler too. Let's talk about why. You haven't watched my video on my thoughts about Sheamus winning, right?
Nope.
Okay. So I want you to give me everybody's role in this match and tell me whether or not you agree or disagree with Sheamus winning and why.
Ziggler,
before I say anything.
Okay, Ziggler's there because lol, it's Ziggler. Fans like him, and they're like, oh, I really want Ziggler to win. I don't know why. There's no reason to. So he's just there for, the fans to be happy, I guess.
Did you know that Ziggler was wearing a headband this entire match?
Dude, I've been saying this. He's the lead singer from Poison now. That's his gimmick. He's an 80s lead singer.
He's Zack Ryder. Like, what is he doing?
I don't know. I really don't know. He gets into whenever he's in Ohio, he starts acting weird.
He's just weird.
So yeah, that's Ziggler's role. As a matter of fact, I kind of put an over/under of how long Lana was going to stand on the ramp, but apparently she disappeared at some point. I don't know why. That's been her gimmick. It's just like, hey, I'm here on a ramp. All right, I'm going to disappear now. No Rusev coming out either, so I don't even understand. The truth be told, I don't even understand why Ziggler was in this match.
You said it. Fans like him, so
yeah,
something to root for.
Kane's here because lol Kane. I guess he was here to maybe stop Reigns, but lol, whatever. Here's Kane.
He's a big guy for the power moves, even though they didn't.
Right, yeah, just power offense, and to maybe make people think, oh, we're gonna get the big red monster again. No, you're never getting him.
Ever.
Just stop. You're never getting the big red monster again. It's not happening. Kofi Kingston is in there because high-flying offense, and he's normally there to be a spot monkey, which is really weird because he didn't do too many spots in this. He took a lot of spots, if anything. Roman Reigns is there to pretty much be a decoy because you're thinking, because he's power, but you're thinking everybody like that's what he was there for. Is you think Roman Reigns is going to win? You look at this card, you look at who's on it: Sheamus, Neville, Randy Orton, Kofi, Kingston, Kane, Dolph Ziggler. None of those guys even sound like they should be anywhere near the WWE title outside of Roman Reigns, who just main event at WrestleMania. So Roman Reigns is almost clear cut. It's just like, yeah, he's going to win. Who the fuck else is going to win this? So that's Roman Reigns' role in all this. Orton's there for credibility because he has 13 world championships. He's won this thing once.
Yep, name value. Yep.
So you have name value for Randy Orton.
So far, what you're saying for the most part is almost everything I said in my thoughts about this match. Keep going.
Neville is there for false hope because
Neville, I called him the dark horse because people wanted him to win. People wanted him to win.
He's the dark horse. Everybody's saying, "Man, I really like this Neville guy. He's really cool." You know, they need to like push him now. So if he wins the Money in the Bank, he'll be next in line for the WWE Championship. It'll be cool. And you know, right now there's a heel, so Neville as a face makes sense. So that's why he's there because he's the upstart. And he's there as kind of as a dark horse. And Sheamus is there. And funny enough, I tweeted it out earlier. I was just like, if there is one guy who has an 100% chance of not winning tonight, it's Sheamus. Which is ironic because he won tonight. I feel like an idiot now.
You gave Kane a better chance of winning than Sheamus?
Kane has like a 1% chance in my mind. I was just like, well, he's with the Authority, so like maybe they'll do something stupid and have him win because Kane.
Maybe there is the possibility that Kane will challenge Seth Rollins for the title.
Kane just turns face.
Further going ahead with that feud that stopped. That shit just stopped.
Oh my god! But come on! Did you honestly believe for 1 second Sheamus was going to win this shit?
I forgot Sheamus.
He was even in it, right? Exactly.
I forgot. But now that you know that he won, how you feel about it?
I wasn't as mad as everybody was. I was just kind of like, there was a definite like, what the fuck? But I wasn't mad about it. I was just really confused as to why. The obvious answer is, it gets Sheamus like massive heat, but that heat's gonna die in a month when Sheamus can't run anything with it because he's not legit.
Okay.
So I'm worried. I mean, it really depends.
So you're still confused?
No. I'm not confused. I understand why it happened. It's what's WWE going to do moving forward with it.
All right, let me piece this together for you because when he won, it instantly snapped in my mind why he won.
Okay.
And what they can do.
Okay.
And Bray's part in this as well.
Well, and Bray makes sense too because I mean Bray just lost to Roman clean.
Let me piece these puzzle pieces together for you. All right. Because even the match later on in the main event played a part into this.
Okay.
What they were doing by not having Roman win and by Dean losing tonight with Seth winning clean and looking we're going to get to that match. But Seth looked strong tonight.
Yeah.
What they wanted to do, what I believe they wanted to go with there is this is getting too hot right now between these three. And in order for us to give them a bigger payoff, we have to separate them and have them join, like start building something with these three later because you want to have a big payoff. If you want to have a big payoff with these guys, it has to be on a big stage.
Yeah.
The triple threat is going to happen. And I kept saying, I don't see a triple threat happening with them unless it's like SummerSlam or Survivor Series. I don't see it going to WrestleMania because I thought they were going to stay the course of having these three guys like butt heads against each other, right?
Yeah, that's what I thought too.
So if you split them up now and give yourself time, give yourself some time, give this some time to cool off a little bit. You can revisit it later. Start building the pieces back together around Survivor Series so it can finally last until WrestleMania, which is where people want to see these three go at it.
Right.
Next,
It also prevents
it gives what's that boy named Roman something to do because you got Bray.
You got Bray.
Which I'm very afraid of. Yeah.
You got to give Dean something to do too.
They'll figure Dean out somewhere.
I'm worried.
I'm not worried because I think this time they did a better job getting people behind him.
Correct.
He was getting when he was getting people behind himself organically.
Right.
It was all his doing, but now it feels as though they're putting the investment in him to get the people behind him.
Correct.
Like now it's like Vince hears an idea, or somebody has an idea, but it's not shit until you tell Vince, and Vince feels as though it's his idea. So that's with Dean getting over by himself. Vince is like, no, fuck that. And then when Vince gets his hands on it and he starts getting over, he's like, see, I told you this guy could do it. It just makes it his, and you're like, yeah, okay, Vince, yeah, it was all you. It was all you, Vince. I kind of get that from it. I think that they're going to push him. I think they're going to stay the course.
I really hope so because right now he's their number one babyface. There's no one else. There's no one else.
One organic babyface, yes.
Because Daniel Bryan's injured. Daniel Bryan hasn't been in a picture of anything since ever.
So many missing people. Like, could you imagine if him and Punk were still there? Like, what would be going on if Punk was still there?
Maybe the Intercontinental Champion would actually mean something because you'd have two legit top baby faces right now. I wonder if Punk and Bryan would be going at it right now. You probably have the.
I think that if Punk was there, I think that guys would be held back. Honestly,
yeah.
I don't think we would have Kevin Owens against Cena if Punk was still there.
No. Granted, I would kill to see a Punk Steen match.
I just don't want. I don't know what Punk I want because I would like a genuine heel Punk, but then again, you can't
do that with Kevin Owens,
and he is on top of his game.
Yeah,
I would say he's on top of his game more now than he was in ROH as far as his heel work. I would say it's more believable now.
Yeah,
because right now they're booking him as a monster. He's just evil. Like that's what it is. I wouldn't say he's monster. I would say he's more evil heel. But let's go back to why Sheamus won this thing and why it makes perfect sense to me. You need a heel at the top.
Yeah, you do.
You have Seth, who's the top heel, and then you have a guy that you just brought up from NXT who's right under him.
Yeah.
Who else are your top heels? In order for your babyface champion to get a big win, and to get over on guys, you need the heels that he has to run through. And right now, until Owens came, all you had was Seth. So what do? You start building and working on a new heel. Mm-hmm. When Sheamus was heel when he first came to WWE, and he was going against Triple H, and he was going against Cena and beating these guys. People were saying he was one of the top heels, if not the top heel in the company at that time. Yeah, that was some of his best heel work. He was just coming out and crushing dudes. And it's like, okay, who else do we have in the company right now that could be a top heel? Not the top heel, but a top heel. We know Sheamus has it in him. So how do we get it? They have a year to find out. And I think that them giving him that briefcase is them taking a gamble and them investing on Sheamus and putting their money where their mouth is and saying, all right, if we have to build a new heel, another guy that could be at the top, we got a whole year to figure this shit out. And there's nobody else that could do it. There's nobody else. What, Kofi? That's not believable as a top heel. As a heel, yeah. As a top heel, no.
I mean, that was the thing too. And I talk about this too. In that Kofi Kingston Roman Reigns match they had on Raw, I just kept looking at Kofi and I'm like, why is Roman selling his offense right now?
I mean, it was a good match.
It was a good match, but I mean, like, weren't there points of it where you're just
believable?
Right. It really doesn't. Like, I'm looking at this and I'm like, this is a man who withstood Big Show and Brock Lesnar, and here he is selling like death to Kofi fucking Kingston. No,
yeah,
just absolutely not.
Very, very inconsistent way of booking that they do there. Like, if you want to have a guy look strong against guys, and then you bring him in against lesser competition, he should crush lesser competition.
But that's how they book faces. It's so stupid.
Even though he was getting triple team, let's be fair.
I mean, at times, yes, but when it was him and Kofi one-on-one, it just looked dumb.
Yeah. Now, if they would have done like an experience thing, like Kofi had, like they would have been selling Kofi's experience over Reigns,
then fine.
But commentary just don't paint those pictures for guys.
No.
So Sheamus, pretty much for the sake of we need a top heel going forward, and we have time to work on someone. If you put this thing on Reigns, you can't have Reigns hold this thing for a year.
No.
Reigns
you have to cash in immediately.
Reigns could get a title shot at any time. So why does he need a briefcase? He doesn't. Sheamus, on the other hand, work on building a new heel. You got a whole year to work with. Go for it. Pull the trigger. Because nobody else in the match can believably carry that briefcase. Neville? No.
Not now, no.
No. Ziggler, eat a dick.
He's won it twice. We don't need a third time. Yeah, this upstart Dolph Ziggler here really needs that briefcase, man.
Then you got Randy Orton. I mean, he just
He's a 13-time world heavyweight champion. We're probably never going to see him ever win the belt again. What the fuck does he need the briefcase for?
He won it from Daniel Bryan. He doesn't need the briefcase anymore.
No.
Kane.
Lol, Kane.
We already, so to me, and I went into much further detail on the my thoughts video about it. To me, once I seen that Sheamus won, it instantly clicked, and I thought makes sense, and nobody saw it coming. Nobody saw it coming.
No one.
The match as a whole, meh. Just
whatever. Granted, the only reason I would ever want Kofi Kingston to win that thing is because of New Day.
Yeah, just seeing them, all of them carry briefcases. And
I would die. I would just be like laughing my ass off. Like they come out to Raw the next night, right? And they're having the champions in the ring, and they just come out and they start clapping in the middle of the matches, just sitting there with the briefcase waiting. You don't know which one of them's gonna come in and cash it.
They surround the ring during the champion's match. They're just sitting there clapping like children of the corn or some shit.
Yeah,
just clapping.
And then I had
so great.
Yeah, and then I had the picture of Xavier Woods with the WWE World Heavyweight Championship. Oh my god!
Could you imagine the celebration if they ever won that thing together?
Dude, they would probably dump milk on themselves in the ring. Like there'd just be an unnecessary giant tub of milk, like hung from the rafters, and it would just dump right on top of them afterwards.
All three of them, though.
All three of them, yes.
Oh. Good. They will bosh themselves with that milk.
Yes.
Terrible picture. Absolutely terrible picture.
So there was that match.
There was that. Then we had the Divas. How do you feel about this one? I think that they tried. They went for it.
They did try.
Not the finish, but the match.
I can never hate on them for trying, because that's never their problem. They always do a very good job of trying. But here's always the problem that I have with Divas matches. It wasn't so much tonight where it's just like, oh, they just smile and the match never feels real. It's that when they try to wrestle to prove that they're just as good as the men. Whereas when I watch NXT women's wrestling, I'm watching a wrestling match.
Yeah.
So,
right. They're just trying to put on the best that they can.
Right. So I end up watching a Divas match, and it's like, why are we 2 minutes, not even like a minute in, and we're already doing spots on the outside? Why are we doing rolling to the outside? Why are we doing suplexes off the barricade? It's like it's 1 minute in.
Here's the thing with the Divas. The difference between the Divas and the women's wrestlers on NXT. It goes into no. It goes into who's booking the match.
Correct. Oh yeah. Oh, absolutely.
Because whoever's booking the match on the main roster just does not know what to do with the women.
No.
Just like there's no like the moves that they're doing are good. The things
but they don't make sense together.
Good, stuff on the outside is good, but like you said, or as Dusty would say, where's the money? Where's the story being told here?
Right.
Did you get a story out of this?
No.
Or did you just get random moves being done? Good moves,
right?
But you're not telling the story. You're not linking this stuff together.
This is an indie wrestling match.
Yeah, it's just, hey, dude, pull off whatever the fuck you want to pull off. Just make it look good.
Right.
But I'm not being sold on anything. I didn't get anything from this match that would tell me like where do they go from here.
Which makes me even more pissed off when we get the finish. But we'll talk about that once we get there. But
yeah. So if you look at Sasha Banks and Becky Lynch, you look at that match, story being told.
Right.
You look at Charlotte versus Natalya, story being told.
That triple threat match that they did with Charlotte and Sasha, Charlotte, Bayley, and Becky with the figure eight, and then Becky pinning Bayley. There's a story there.
You got Charlotte versus Sasha when they had their feud.
Mm-hmm.
Stories were always being told in their matches.
Right.
And commentary sold it. When commentary can't put over your match and commentary can't tell a story, if you're not telling the story in the ring, it's just a fucking random match. They did good.
Mm-hmm.
They did good from just a basic match standpoint and just doing their thing. Both of them did good. Nikki was actually selling.
Mm-hmm.
Paige always sells, but she doesn't sell enough or long enough.
Right.
You know, like she'll go down for a bit, hold her tummy or something, and then she's right back up 3 seconds later. She doesn't do well selling enough. Both of them don't do well selling enough, but at least they tried. I just think that they need someone to book their matches a little better than what they're doing right now. Just give me something to sink my teeth into rather than just, all right, you put on a decent match, but again, where do we go from here? You know, where's the money in the next match? Where what are you doing? What's going on? Good match though. Good match for,
Speaking of commentary, you just reminded me of something. We need Corey Graves to just replace JBL like today.
Corey Graves is a
he's a
good heel commentator. He's a
he's
a dick, that guy.
he's a dick, but you know what's great about him? What's that?
He calls the match.
He calls the match, but not only is he a heel commentator, when the face gives him a reason to not hate them so much anymore, he doesn't hate them as much. Like he'll still find reasons to despise Kevin Owens even though he's a heel, because he does do some dickish things to his commentary friends.
Mm-hmm.
But then he looks at somebody like Becky Lynch and he's just like, he never really liked her at first, but now he's kind of like, as an in-ring wrestler, that armbar is sick. She's a great wrestler. She's proven herself. I just hate that she comes out in punk, the steampunk gear, because he thinks she's a poser. But outside of that, when she's in the ring, he sells the shit out of her.
Mm-hmm.
He treats the wrestlers in there like they're actual people, and he only despises them when there's actually something despisable about them. But when the face overcomes it, it's like, all right, well, okay, maybe they're not so bad. But he'll still get it. He'll still be a dick. But he respects them once they overcome that thing that he hates about them. It's almost like he's a real person in commentary.
So let's get to the dreaded part of this match.
I ranted about this on Twitter already. I don't. Let me say this.
Her hair color isn't even the same.
It's not. Let me say this. I don't. If anything, if they're committing to them,
Naomi could have came in there and rolled her up, and he would have been Nikki Bella.
Correct. Let me put it to you this way. If you're gonna sell the idea that they're going to be heels, then they did everything that they needed to do tonight with this whole twin magic.
They didn't even work a heel match.
They didn't. I didn't know who to cheer for or who to boo.
Once again, book another match. Where's the story? Where's the money? If she's supposed to be a heel or have heel tendencies, where are they in the match? Keep going. I'm sorry. Keep going.
So I get it. If you're gonna do a heel tactic here, fine. Mission accomplished. They're heels. Great, because they sucked as faces. They really did. They were awful.
Yeah, very much so.
So it got the heat. Fine. The problem that I had is the logistics of all this. The logistics of this finish fucking sucked. First of all, they look nothing alike. Okay, first of all, can we talk about that spot? And
Which one?
So how they even got to a point where they could do twin magic? Like, what move were they going to attempt there?
I don't even remember the spot. Tell me about this spot.
So this is going back to the whole, why are you doing this move? What's the story being told? So it looked like, I think it was Paige was maybe going for a superplex, and then all of a sudden Nikki blocked it, and then she knocks Paige over to the other side of the so you know that corner. Paige ended up on one corner, Nikki ended up on another, and then they started going up on top of the ropes, and they were on the outside of the ropes, almost as if one of them is about to take a suplex onto the floor.
Wow.
Right. And I'm like, okay, I know that's not going to happen.
You're not about to do that.
Yeah, you're not about to superplex him on the floor, so what's the point of this? Like, why is this being set up? And then it became obvious. It was a setup. Oh, twin magic happening. So they ended up like both knocking each other off. They fell to the floor, and then
that spot, yeah.
It's so convoluted.
They're about to do it right now.
It's so convoluted, and you look at it, and you're like,
yeah. When I was watching, I was like, what was the point of that?
Right. That was the only point. It was a setup for that. And then Brie gets in the ring. Brie tries to roll up Paige. By the way, that's the one thing that I find that's really
stupid. Brie had her hair in a ponytail.
I know.
Nikki's hair was straight down to her asshole.
Right.
Like, Brie's hair comes down to her neck. How do you miss? Like, the twin magic thing doesn't work anymore.
It really doesn't. This isn't like the New Day thing where it's like, you know, Xavier Woods slides in and their pants kind of look the same and they're both black.
Wait. I just looked at the pin. The ref, both times, because you know how they did the reversal.
Right. The ref could see them.
The ref was right in front of Nikki, like looking at her. I mean, not Nikki, Brie. Looking at her when she first rolled her up. He was on Brie's side. When they reversed it, he went around so he could be on Brie's side again. Yeah. How do you still not know that that's not Nikki? She kicked the shit out of Brie, by the way. When she pulled it, I'm sorry. I'm gonna let you go on ahead and talk about when she started with the whole bra gimmick. So keep going. So
the roll-up happens, and this is the one thing that I hate about Twin Magic is that, it's critical roll-up time whenever they hit the ring, because I'm fresh all of a sudden means that, I can just roll you up and win. Like that, to me, that doesn't work, because Paige gets back in the ring, and it's not like Paige isn't paying attention. you know, why a roll-up? Why not, like, you're so fresh that you're throwing an elbow to the face or something, you know? I get it. I get it. That it's supposed to be, well, you want to cover up your face and try to steal a victory, but whatever. The point is that they roll up, and then Paige ends up reversing it and rolls her up too, and then gets the pinfall. 1, 2, 3. Ref calls for the bell. Bell rings. Paige is the winner. So the match is currently over.
The match is over. When did we
start
this thing? Who restarted the match?
No one restarted the fucking match. That's the problem.
I just saw it. The ref called for the bell. The bell rung.
The bell rung.
She started showing the ref her pelvic area. Like, look at my tattoos. Look, they were this big.
Right.
This made no sense at the end. It was absolutely stupid. Stupid. And the only thing that I want to see, out of a Bella's match, maybe at SummerSlam, is put one of them bitches in a cage and hang them above the damn ring. Can we do that? We're not going to do that. But can we do what? Put one of them, put Brie in a cage and hang her above the ring.
Yeah, that's not going to happen.
Do fucking Brie on a pole match.
A Brie on a pole. Oh my god.
Or all right, you can't hang her above the ring.
Yeah,
put her in the cage and put her next to the ring.
I can't do this shit anymore. Just first of all, the finish. Considering that I don't know, Paige won the damn match. 2, the ref didn't restart it. 3, the ref's a fucking moron.
Triple time, because the time he counted, he was looking dead at Brie.
It's just
dead at her.
It was pointless wrestling, and then a dumb finish. Why did you die?
No, I'm here. Can you hear me?
Yeah, Wiza died. Oh, well.
Oh, how I die?
Just great.
How I die? I'm here. I hear you. Hold up. Yeah, we're still live. They should still hear me.
Oh, okay. So, sorry. No, my okay. Then my audio did something weird. I don't know what.
Okay.
All right, I'm good.
All right. So we're gonna stop crapping on that match. I thought that they did a good job for what they was given, which was nothing.
Right. They were given nothing. They got the heat.
They're not getting any instructions. So what can you do?
Right. They got the heat. Fine. Let's move on.
What was the next match?
Owens? No. Big Show Ryback.
Yeah, you're gonna have to carry me here.
So the match starts off with The Miz. Sorry, not even The Miz.
Yo, when I heard awesome, I muted my TV and started recording my thoughts on the other. I am so serious.
You did yourself some favors. So
I heard something about Cleveland, and that's when my TV, because all right, when I heard awesome, right? I started manually turning my TV down.
Yeah.
And then I heard something about Cleveland. When I heard Cleveland, my volume went to 0. So you're gonna have to fill me in.
So The Miz is a person, and he comes out in this match because, it makes no sense for Big Show or Ryback to come out first. So The Miz comes out, and he's getting Cleveland all into it, and he decides he's going to be on guest commentary because why the fuck not? I was actually hardly paying attention to this too. And so he decides he's going to be a guest commentary to talk about this match and how, he's really good at stirring the pot and he made all this happen. Then Ryback comes out and Big Show comes out and they start their match. And the match actually starts off with Ryback dominating early. I think he hit a big spine buster on Big Show to start off with, and then went for the meat hook clothesline and connected.
Yeah.
And then he tried to go up for Shell Shock. I'm like, is he about to squash Big Show?
Yo, I thought I was looking, but I was recording. But I'm like, damn, the match just started. It's about to be over?
Yeah. I legit thought Ryback was about to squash Big Show. And in my mind, I'm just like, whoa, Roman Reigns? So
now, you know what? If they would have squashed Big Show right there, it would have made sense. It actually would have it would have benefited Ryback, because what does Big Show need at this point?
Nothing. But then it makes Roman Reigns look stupid. Really does. Lol, you couldn't beat Big Show? Ryback couldn't win shit. And now
But you know how it is in WWE. You're supposed to forget that.
I know. But yeah, I mean, what does Big Show need correct?
Again, when I say you're supposed to forget that, one all you gotta do for a best example is look at Kofi versus Roman Reigns. There you go. You're supposed to forget that he, stood up to Brock Lesnar. You're supposed to forget that because he can't stand up to Kofi.
Right.
So this match, anything else you want to say about it? Because I have nothing to offer you here.
It just things.
Miz came in and attacked them with what? Was that his shoe?
Miz attacked him with a microphone.
It shouldn't have even called a DQ for that or whatever.
No, they just called a DQ. So then they started wrestling, and then nobody could give a shit about the match. And then they went to the outside, and then Miz tried to stand up to Ryback, I think, or Big Show, and then decided not to do anything because Big Show's a fucking giant. I think at one point in this match, Big Show even yelled, "I am a giant."
Why does Miz in a triple threat with these two guys?
I don't know.
Like logically speaking.
I don't know.
And like looking at Big Show's entrance, did you see when he almost fell?
He almost fell. That's how little I was paying attention to this. It was just like I didn't even know he almost fell.
I just saw him do it again. He tripped on his way to the ring.
Well, so yeah, this whole match was just whatever. And then
moving along.
And then Big Show gets the win via DQ.
Yeah, well, new IC champion.
Nice start to your title reign, Ryback. Congrats. You're the IC champion, which means we're going to treat you like shit.
Well, you gave him a Big Show, so there you have it.
Cena versus Owens. Yeah. I just want to forget that. Cena versus Owens.
All right. First thing I want to say about Cena versus Owens is I kind of now wish that they didn't give us so much in the first match.
Yeah, they gave us a lot.
And I say that because when he went to perform some of those same moves, it wasn't as special as the first time.
Right, because you could see it coming.
Yeah. Like the package pile driver dump to the side gimmick.
Yeah, that tease doesn't work anymore.
No. Because it's a tease. You're not supposed to keep teasing. We already know that you're not going to do it.
Yeah, unless you're actually going to do it, then it doesn't work anymore.
The match was good. The match was good. It wasn't as good as the last one. And I say that because there was some good botching in this one.
Yeah.
AKA Cena out here wilding.
Why did Cena turn into a car? That's Kevin Owens' job. Let him do that shit.
But what I can say about Cena is when he wants to put a guy over, he really, really goes out on a limb and tries.
Yeah, even to him getting pissed off at the ref.
He kept calling him. That's something that like a heel should do.
Right.
That's something a heel should do. Heels do that.
It almost made me start to think.
Like each time he got a 2 count, he's calling over to the ref like, dude, what the fuck?
What the fuck, yeah. That's why I started to think for a second that I had an idea that Owens would beat Cena clean again. And then it would cause Cena to slowly start to turn heel, maybe.
Mm-hmm.
Because then...
No.
Well, here's the idea. It's not that... The idea is that, well, remember, Cena said that he was going to hand over the U.S. title to him for winning, but that he felt like he didn't deserve it. Well, if Owens beats you twice, he has to then relinquish the fucking title. And then Owens decides, well, fuck this shit. U.S. title fucking sucks. I have the NXT championship. And you put the NXT title over, and then Cena kind of has to go back to the drawing board and figure out, well, what the fuck?
Speaking of putting the title over, when they were showing the titles before the match started,
yeah, just retire the U.S. title today, please.
Owens was over.
Oh yeah,
and I didn't expect the WWE main roster crowd to all in unison be behind him already.
Oh yeah, there's no.
His merch was out there.
Yeah, there was a ton of KO shirts.
Yo, they can't keep his stuff. They can't keep his stuff online, yo. It keeps up every time they put it up. It's selling out. That's just crazy to me.
That's a money machine.
That dude is a merch machine.
So go ahead.
No, it's on you.
No, it's just this. Oh, wow. I mean, like, Cena pulled out like every single move he possibly could have.
I am glad that they let Cena take more offense in this match. They let him ring general it a little bit more in this match, because the last match was all about making Owens look good.
Yeah.
This match, he still had Owens look good, but in order to stay credible, he had to get his shit off too, which he did. But then you have Owens doing Cena's comeback.
The 5-knuckle shuffle was killer.
He did the whole comeback, though.
It was clean. The whole comeback, the shoulder tackle.
I think he was doing it slow on purpose.
He really was.
The shoulder charges, the you swing, I duck, and then I hit you with this little tilt-a-whirl slam gimmick, and then the 5-knuckle like he did
the brush of the shoulder. Cena doesn't even do that anymore.
And I heard that he did do this on the NXT house show as well recently. He did the Cena's comeback on I think it was a match that had Finn Balor in it and somebody else, Tyler Breeze, I think, was in it. He did the comeback there. So I guess he was making sure he perfected it before he brought it into this match. Owens is too fucking funny.
He's
too, and the thing is, he can be funny in these little ways like this, but he still knows how to turn it heel on a drop of a dime.
Oh, yeah.
He will heal up on you in a heartbeat. And it's like, yo, this guy is just too good. He's way too, like, the company needed him years ago. They needed, you know what? They needed him while Cena was having his monster run.
I mean, this is what we're talking about. Imagine a world where CM Punk is still here.
Wouldn't happen.
Oh, that too. Yeah, I didn't think about that.
Oh, like, all right, if they were going to go against each other. I just don't see the dynamics of how they could pull that match off, because I really don't like Punk as a face.
Oh, no. Not if they were there, but like, imagine a world where Cena has to deal with CM Punk and fucking Kevin Owens.
Oh, God, it would be a nightmare for him. I think that his run at the top wouldn't have still been going on if both of those guys were there.
Oh, no.
Doing what they do. Like, at the top of their game? No, because they both sell too much merch.
Oh, yeah. You wouldn't be able to deny it anymore. It's just like, oh, what are you gonna do? We're just gonna put more Cena merch out there than anybody else's.
They tried that, and Punk was still outselling them with old Punk merch because they wouldn't give Punk new stuff. They just kept giving Cena more and more new merch. Punk still outselling them. Ain't give a fuck. Now you got Owens in here, who you can't keep his stuff in stores, and I think that they might. Here's what I think that they're doing. Because I really find it hard to believe that he sells out this fast every time they get his stuff in stock. I think that they're undercutting how much merch of his they make available.
Yeah, I believe that.
Because they've done that before. Who said that that's happened to them? Well, Punk said it. Punk said they undercut his merch, and they straight up was telling him like they weren't going to give him new merch and things like that, even though Cena was getting like 5 new shirts every other week. So they'll purposely hinder somebody, but it's just undeniable that you can't. The guy is just selling out. Whatever you're putting in there, whatever you're making available, it's selling out.
Yeah.
Simple as that. So if Punk was, if they had Punk and Owens both in their prime, in their heyday, while Cena's there, I don't know. It would have been tough, man, but I know that they would have been making a lot of money.
We had to talk about that Canadian Destroyer, by the way.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, the setup to it was
I see that Owens tried to save him.
He really did. Owens tried to carry that move as much as he could.
He was trying to make it like when Cena John looted, Owens kind of made it look as though he's like, no, I'm not about to put this over. No, I'm not about to put this over, which in turn makes it look like Cena's strength prevails.
Right.
Like a different move at that point. No, we know you was trying a Canadian destroyer. We know what you're trying to
do. Oh my God.
Trying to do.
We just need to talk about this. Cena hit a fucking Canadian destroyer. This is a thing that happened on a WWE product, okay?
Let me say this real quick before you finish that thought. If you've never, to anybody that's watching, if you've never seen a Canadian destroyer, just YouTube it. Just YouTube it. What was my man's name in TNA that used to pull that move off?
No, not Stevie Richards. Shit.
He was Scott Steiner's boy, little guy.
Oh God damn it! What is his name?
I can't remember his name.
I can't remember his name. I know what it's Stevie or something.
It's a real simple name. It's not Stevie.
P.D. Williams. There we go.
P.D. Williams. There you go. He fucking mastered that shit.
Yeah, it was clean as fuck.
Look at P.D. Williams do the Canadian Destroyer and tell me what Cena was attempting tonight.
I think the only difference is that Cena did a power bomb and P.D. Williams did a pile driver whenever he did that flip. But
yeah,
still.
But that's because he John Lued that. But I mean,
I'm just looking at it. I can't stop laughing. This happened on a WWE product. I legitimately wanted to almost start saying, am I watching a PWG show right now?
And you know what happens, though? You know, the funny thing about that is that he probably never saw P.D. Williams try it. He probably saw Goldust doing it over and over and over. Because Goldust brought it to WWE.
That's true, yeah.
And that's probably where he got it from, which is why it looked that way. Because Goldust is a bigger guy trying a Canadian Destroyer, whereas P.D. Williams is the perfect size to pull it off.
Yeah, because he can flip and turn over and everything.
So if you see Goldust being a bigger guy doing it, I guess Cena's like, well, fuck, I could do it too. You big, I'm big. All right, let me try it.
I got muscles.
Man, all that shit became was like just like he just jumped in the air. Like, yo. Kevin Owens put it over. Let's just say that. Kevin Owens made the finish of it, the move look very, very good.
Yeah.
Even though it was botched to all hell.
Oh, yeah.
I don't think Cena's ever done a flip in his life.
Yeah, exactly. That's the other thing. Like, this motherfucker has, like, oh, my God. Then there was a spot where I thought that Owens was going to electric chair drop him and instead turn it into, like, a spinning sit-out power bomb.
Oh, yeah.
Like, why is Kevin Owens hitting, like, the creative move? Like, why did he, like, load a bunch of, like, creative moves that he did in 2K14 and put it in this match?
This is what he does. This is what he does. He's little by little giving you his 15-minute YouTube moves. Little by little. Each match, he's going to give you a little bit more.
I just need to see him actually hit that 180, though, on someone. The 180.
You need to see him do the 450. That's what I thought. When he went to the top rope, I thought he was going for that 450. He can do it.
Oh, yeah. Oh, that's what I thought was going to happen. And
I thought he was about to do the 450.
If I saw his fat ass actually hit a fucking 450.
He might kill Cena if he hits.
Like, Cena's going to die.
Legit. But then he spun it around.
All I can think of is the night when we was like, I put on the weight, but I'm still hitting these moves, though.
I'm still going to hit my fucking moves.
If he actually attempted that fucking 450, the match should have just ended. The ring should have actually imploded.
Yes, absolutely.
The ring shouldn't have been alive after that.
I don't think they're going to know how to handle Owens going forward. And let's talk about the end match here. Well, Cena got his win, which I'm okay with because of the ending.
Oh, my God, the ending.
If the ending didn't happen, I would not have been okay with Cena winning this match. Because the funny thing is, Cena's giving him props and everything.
Right.
Pulls his hands out.
Now you want to give me props because you won.
Puts his hand out for respect. But here's the thing. As I'm watching, I'm like, please don't conform to WWE. Please don't conform. Please don't do it, Owens.
Come on,
Please.
Owens. You ain't got time for that.
Please. And when I seen Cena raise his hand, maybe I know I'm not the only one that felt this way, but it felt like he was little boying Owens. It felt like he was like, all right, I beat Owens. Here he is. It felt like he was sunning him.
Yeah, like I finally did it. Now I don't have to have a third match.
It looked like it. It just looked like just him raising Owens' hand made Owens, to me, at that time, at that moment, look like some little guy that's trying to come up. Yeah. Instead of him being the credible monster that he's gonna be.
Which is why I'm glad what happened.
Yes. Kick the shit out of him. Yo. So you gonna let me hit my damn moves.
Yeah, I'm throwing you out this ring. You're getting this pop-up powerbomb on the ring apron.
And when he did it, and he's screaming, call a stretcher, get the stretcher. I'm like, yes, this is the evil bastard that they want him to be. Just the monster, badass. I'm just going to, I don't even care about this loss right here. I'm still going to fuck you up. Mm-hmm. I loved it. But the thing that still kind of sits sour with me is the fact that that was his first loss.
Yeah.
And it wasn't even on a big show. Like, all right, they're building Money in the Bank to be one of their big pay-per-views. Do it on a bigger stage. Beat Owens on a bigger stage. Like, I would rather have seen Kevin Owens win, and then at SummerSlam, let Cena get his win off on the bigger stage.
Fine, yeah.
I'd be okay with that. Because you've done your job at building this guy's win resume up. But you beat him too early.
I kind of wish, I mean, and this was my thing, was that you want to make Owens look as much as a monster going into that match in Japan with Finn Balor. And that's the main reason why I thought he can't lose here.
The only way you make it work, Cena has to sit out.
Yeah, Cena needs to be dead now. He cannot.
Everybody else has sold that apron powerbomb. Everybody sold it.
It has been death. If you get hit by it, sorry, you're not coming back for a month.
Yeah, and it just has to. He has to give it a month, or at least give it to past the next pay-per-view. Give it to that. Come back the Monday after the pay-per-view and start working on your SummerSlam champion versus champion match. Give it some time to cool off. Build this guy as the monster that he is. Let him look credible. But that's not what they do with Cena. Cena be on there Monday.
Yeah.
Chilling. Smiling.
The champ is here.
He'll be wearing like a fucking sherbet-colored shirt and hat at that point in time. Because that's just what Cena does.
Yeah, because that's what he does. So that was that.
Still a good match. It wasn't as good as their last one, but still a really, really, really good match.
It's out of control.
All right, what do we have next?
PTP versus the New Day.
And surprisingly, unlike the last pay-per-view, when they came out, it wasn't a dead crowd. They were still hyped.
Yeah.
They were still like, it's New Day.
It's New Day, yeah.
Fucking New Day.
They're instant heat in the can.
Those guys, Big E in this role is so perfect.
Yeah.
He's spotless. Like the clap, he just does this clapping in the most random times. Why you got an abdominal stretch on and you're clapping this guy's rib cage? Yo,
that was so out of control.
You got the guy in the corner stomping him out and you just clapping in his face. Big E is, and he's smiling the whole time.
Yeah.
Or when he sees Xavier Woods start to get heated because the crowd's chanting New Day sucks and Big E's holding him back like no.
Like bring it back, youngin.
I'm like, oh my God. He is too good.
You ever hear the idea that sometimes the way to get something over is to let them be the opposite first? So the way to get
like Reigns. Oh shit! I see Smalls asked for a link. I'm late as all hell. That was like an hour ago.
Oh damn. So like to really get a heel over, especially if it's like a new act or it's like a new turn, You start them off face.
Okay.
So think about this. The New Day was getting legitimate heat as faces. Like, people legitimately hated them, did not like them, did not want to see them, hated everything about them. And then when they started to turn heel, it clicked. And all of a sudden it worked. And all that hatred was still there. But now people really dig it. Like, it works for them because they built up all that heat as faces.
Which, and I'm gonna let you finish that point. But the same way that you just did that with New Day, could have done that with Cena. They could have done that with Roman Reigns.
But they never did.
Because it was all of a timing thing.
Right.
These guys are getting heat as baby faces, which means as heels, it's already generated. It's already in place for them.
Turn them.
Get the heat. Do it. Cena could have been monster heel. And they just wouldn't do it. Roman Reigns at the time, he could have been that cocky ass heel. They could have did a double turn and had Seth turn face or something. They did nothing with it.
It almost kind of makes.
I get it.
It kind of makes me think that
it's working for Reigns a little bit though. Like Reigns, he's getting better reaction now.
Well, because he's with Ambrose.
Yeah, it's a bit up and down, but it's much better.
When he's with Ambrose, it's there.
They're going in the right direction.
When he's in 3-man gauntlet matches, it's not there.
Oh,
a terrible idea. But it makes me think that if the New Day had never been faces, would this gimmick really be as over as it is right now?
No, because they would have in order for a troll to be a troll, they got to work the heat. They got to work it up. You don't just come on a track as a troll because then people are like, they just dislike you as a person.
Right.
Whereas with New Day, they kind of built it so people don't like the act, but I think people are okay with the characters. They're just giving the act the heat that it's supposed to get.
Right, because I mean they were guys that were just positive. That was just it, and they went out there and they tried, and everybody hated them because nobody wanted to see Big E, Xavier Woods, and Kofi Kingston come back out and be geeky baby faces again. Nobody wanted that.
If they came out as heels from the door,
wouldn't have worked.
It's like, okay,
because then they would have to be like
behind them.
Right, and they would have to be like legit bad guy, like mean heels. And that doesn't work for Kofi Kingston.
No.
Or Xavier Woods. Not even Big E would I believe that with.
No. Because Big E's goofy.
Yeah, he's way too goofy.
And you know what? I wouldn't be surprised if Big E wasn't the guy that pitched this idea.
That wouldn't shock me.
Big E pitching this idea. I really could because he's a funny guy. If you've ever just paid attention to him on Twitter or if you've looked at his Instagram, he's just a naturally funny guy.
Yeah.
And the way that they were using him before this just wasn't working. They wasn't doing the 5 count thing. The 5 count, I believe, could have had legs only if they wanted to push him as one of the main eventer guys or one of the top of the card guys.
They did absolutely nothing with that. They're like, hey, here's this music, 5. Never mind.
Like 5 of what? 3 ain't enough. What exactly?
I need 5 cheeseburgers real quick. I don't fucking know, man.
On the main roster, we never found out.
I cannot wait to get the screenshot of Xavier Woods' face though when they do this promo. Like his face. Like I'll send you a screenshot whenever.
I just realized we just talked all this time and haven't even touched the match.
Because the match was short. It was 5 minutes. But
things happened.
All right, you talk about it.
Titles changed hands.
It did. Yeah, you're right.
What the fuck? And I just saw Cena do a standing drop kick.
Oh yeah! Oh yeah! I forgot about that. Cena did a drop kick today, and it was literally the first thing that I commented on. It was just like Cena just did a drop kick. I was like, I forgot how funny that looks.
Now I'm seeing
he does like a squat, like he is.
I just noticed where Kevin Owens' comeback came from. Cena was doing his comeback. Yeah. Owens countered it and did his comeback against.
Yeah, that was great. It was great.
Oh man! All right, let's get back on track here. Primetime Players came out, and at first the pop was pretty deep. They timed their entrance wrong.
They really did, yeah.
It kind of bothered me when I saw it because I'm just used to them coming out at a different time. The crowd was okay for them.
By the way, that rocks and sucks thing is split. It was split tonight.
Yeah, let's keep going. The crowd was pretty good for this match. The crowd, like when it came to New Day, the crowd was hot for this match. New Day, like, what?
I don't understand it. The decision.
I don't mind primetime players being champions.
It's too soon.
This is the wrong time. Like, this was a mistake.
New Day is
this could actually hurt primetime players in the fact that the crowd likes New Day.
Yeah,
like they're heels,
but they like them.
I think that New Day is like the way that the crowd reacts to New Day is the way that NXT crowds react to guys that they like. And like, for example, NXT loves Kevin Owens, but they give him the respect as a heel to give him that heel heat that he's supposed to be trying to generate, right? Like they boo him when they're supposed to.
But because like they'll say like John Cena sucked, and Kevin Owens will be like, yeah, it's funny you don't say that about Sami Zayn because he sucks, and boo. It happens when it's supposed to.
And then like you have him killing Sami Zayn, and the crowd hates it. But then when he gets him up for that apron power bomb, they're chanting "Fight Owens, fight! Fight Owens, fight!" And it's like, hold up, weren't you supposed to be cheering for the face and Sami Zayn? Yeah. And that's what I mean. Like the crowd is giving I think the crowd likes New Day, but they're giving New Day that respect that they're supposed to give them as heels to actually give them the right response that they're supposed to be getting in order so that Woods could get his stuff off just looking like just being so over the top.
Yeah.
I think this is gonna be a bad mistake, and I think that it's going to hurt primetime players more than it's going to help them.
Oh yeah, it was just too soon. I mean, was primetime players really that over for this title change to happen?
Yeah, see, primetime players were getting.
Yeah,
they don't do getting. You especially if the other team is hot. You don't do it when it's starting to get there.
Granted, I have the PTP as transitional champs anyway. They're going to be fed the fodder to Luke Harper and Eric Rowan.
And even there, they still got more building to do with those two.
Which is why I said they probably shouldn't, but they probably shouldn't have even won the titles until SummerSlam.
I think even then it's too soon. Like New Day, you got to see what you guys.
You really got it. What would you? Fine, yeah, I can see that one. But then again, if you don't pull the trigger on primetime players, then that's 3 pay-per-views. After a while, it's just like, all right, see you later, PTP. Come back later. You know.
Well, they were starting to after this pay-per-view, they're going to start stretching them out because Battleground is how long?
Battleground's the next one. That's 4 weeks, and then SummerSlam's after that.
Yeah, and it's another full month.
Right.
So now we got time to start working and establishing them. Mm-hmm. Primetime players, yes, you know they got it.
This wasn't the right time.
It's not the right time, and on top of that, I'm looking at the match. Mm-hmm. Are you looking at the network right now?
Yeah, I am.
Look at how many KO shirts and Kevin Owens shirts there are in the crowd. There's actually a bunch of them.
Yeah, there's a ton of them.
Like right there where he's doing his flip, you just see Fight Owens fighting KO shirts out there.
Yeah.
Wow. I think what they need to start doing with these feuds is put other teams in between these matches. Let them go against other guys on these pay-per-views to keep to keep the actual feud fresh. Just throw fucking the Montadores out there so that New Day could just kill them, just to get past a month. And you have them kill like the Montadores, but you have primetime players come out and make the save,
right?
You know, so that they're still in the picture, but it saves them a month. You know, find ways in which we could give feuds more longevity.
Yeah, I agree.
This way you can pull up the trigger on primetime players later, say around Survivor Series, and this gives the Wyatts time to get back with Bray and to build them up, and then you have them fodder them out to those guys. And now New Day, who I believe look good as champions, don't necessarily need to be champions in order to be the trolls that they are.
Yeah.
It's just my thoughts. I think that them putting the titles on primetime players is going to hurt them more than it's going to help them.
Yeah. The crowd's going to lose interest in them very, very soon.
And it's because crowds are interested in what they're interested in. And right now they're interested in New Day.
By the way, can you peep the chat real quick and just see that image of Xavier Woods real quick?
Okay. Can I not click on this or something?
Double click it.
What? I'm clicking the fuck out of this. All right, here we go. Let it load up. Oh, of course, now 5 taps. Make it move, making $1 million moves. It's taking forever to load.
Okay.
My computer's been running slow lately, so it'll pop up.
I just give it a minute then. So yeah, there was that. So I guess all that's left is Seth Rollins and Dean Ambrose. By the way, it's so perfect.
He looks like, oh my god, what's the name of the one of the little rascals?
He's buckwheat.
That's exactly. Oh god.
Can we talk about New Day's stomp gimmick though?
Yo, when they first did it was out of control. Like now they do it and they add the clap and everything. Like they got like a warm, like, you know how you have like a pre-move to another move.
Yeah.
Like your signature move. Their signature move is a clap.
Yeah, it really is.
Clap before you get anything, and they just start stomping the shit out of you. Now in this match, I saw it, but I wasn't really paying that much attention. Were they doing a tag in and out stomps?
Yeah, so like they would go like Xavier Woods would stop, then he tag in Big E, and then he would stop, then he tag in Xavier, then he would stop, then tag in Big E, and then he would stop.
It's even funnier when Kofi's there and then all 3 of them are doing it, and it just keeps going on.
Right, because like the ref can't stop it. It's like, all right, great, get your 5 count, whatever. I tag to the next dude.
Oh man,
that is like the most heel move that has made the most sense in quite some time.
Just keep stomping him.
Like, he'll never leave the corner. Just keep stomping his ass.
There's nothing you can do about it.
No, it's the most heel. That is the greatest heel tag move I've seen in quite some time.
New Day is just great. New Day is just great. I think it's that simple. They're just great. And fuck, like, them losing the titles, it didn't even make sense. Like,
no.
Even when it happened, right? And the match is over, I'm like, okay, so what's about to happen next? Like,
yeah, nothing happened.
You know, because like it just doesn't feel right. Like, and then they just left. Like they're okay with losing the titles.
I don't even understand. Like, by the way, I don't understand how anybody can say Xavier Woods is the worst part of New Day. He's the best fucking part of it.
He's the mouthpiece. He's AW.
Yeah,
he's what AW was to the primetime players.
Yeah.
He is necessary, extremely necessary.
Mm-hmm. Without Xavier Woods, in fact, I don't think this works. It don't work as well.
They need all 3.
All 3 of them are very necessary. Without Big E, there's no big guy, so there's no like legitimate threat there.
The funniest part of it.
Yeah,
big. It's just fucking hilarious. Xavier Woods is just there to annoy you.
Yeah, he's very good at it.
He's the heater. They're good. Fuck it. Main event time. And when you think about it, they didn't even give you a cool down match. Like after Owens and Cena, you didn't even get I don't count that as a cool down match.
Yeah, no.
Because it's fucking New Day. The crowd's gonna be hot.
Mm-hmm.
So you get the main event.
Match started kind of slow for this too.
I was just about to say that. The way the match started for the first, I want to say 15 minutes.
There was nothing to comment on.
I was quiet on Twitter. I wasn't saying anything. I'm like, I don't even think I'm interested in this match. I mean, Seth, and then what I started to notice is Seth's kicking ass.
Yeah.
Seth,
and even when he was kicking ass, there was just nothing to say.
There wasn't nothing to say, but the thing is, we've gotten so spoiled with these two, which is them being two high impact guys.
Yeah.
And their motor just keeps going, that it was actually kind of foreshadowed in the beginning when I think it was JBL who said, we're about to get a wrestling match out of this. And I was like, yeah, right.
Why?
No,
yeah,
it's a wrestling match.
Right.
They actually wrestled. And we didn't really notice it because it wasn't what we were accustomed to seeing from these two. It wasn't what we expected from these two.
Yeah, it's like, I want to see somebody go through a goddamn ladder now. Come on, hurry up.
But then when I realized that and I started paying attention to the fact that they were wrestling, that's when I actually was like, okay, let me watch this match through different eyes.
Yeah.
Right? So that's when I noticed that Seth was doing a good job. And I took to Twitter and I started saying, this is actually the Seth that we needed to see from the start. Because here he looks credible.
Yeah.
Here, like, it's my title. I don't got nobody backing me up. Beat me if you can. I'm going to outsmart you in the ring, and I'm going to out wrestle you. Because Seth's a wrestler. And he played to his advantages, and he also played to his gimmick, which is outsmarting the person.
Mm-hmm.
And he started taking that chair to Dean's leg and taking the ladder to Dean's leg and systematically tearing him apart. So it made sense because it's like, if you don't have a leg, you can't fucking climb, you dick.
Yeah.
And there was a story being told from start to finish.
Mm-hmm.
It really was. And I think that I think as the match went on and they just kept picking it up more and more and more, they didn't give you too much at the start, but by the time you got to the end, you're like, all right, you gave us a little too fucking much. God damn it. Calm some of this shit down. Start selling some of this.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my God, look at this Canadian destroyer here.
Oh.
What?
It's so beautiful. It just, why did this happen? Why?
Yo, Owens should have kicked out at 1.
Like, really? You just hit Canadian destroyers now? This is what you do?
Who called that spot? I can't imagine.
There's only one person who called it.
I can't imagine Cena going over to Owens' big ass and saying, he just tips his head down and says, Canadian destroyer. Owen says, okay, whatever.
I imagine Owens just like, do you even know what that is?
You're Cena. You're supposed to know. You're the fucking 18,000 time champion. You're the top guy for the past 97 years. Oh, fuck it. I'll put it over. You're going to look like shit doing it, but all right, I'll try. Try anything once.
I got to put you doing a Canadian destroyer over. All right. Well, fuck.
I get to do my moves after.
Let me hit you with a package pile driver, then we'll talk.
Can I do this 450 splash? Let me do this standing 450 splash.
Oh, no, okay. No, okay. He's not doing that.
Look it up.
Oh no! I just rewound it. It just looks wrong. It just everything about.
Yo, he even missed the springboard stunner.
Oh yeah. He
completely missed. All right, let's get back to the main event.
There just needs to be a gif of the Canadian Destroyer, and then once he hits it, it just says "LOL, I win."
Imagine you're in a match with Cena. This shit wasn't called in the back.
Oh my God.
He put your head down, says, Canadian Destroyer. Just whispers the shit. Canadian Destroyer. You're like, what? There's no fucking way.
You know, the funny thing is, too, this is, again, commentary tipped us off to this. Where they were like, John Cena said that there's going to be some things you've never seen John Cena do before in this match. Oh, boy, were they right.
Destroyer. You don't expect that. No,
not Cena. This is just so that all the kids can say, look, you said he doesn't know any moves. Look at all these moves he's doing.
You don't expect Cena to go Okada on us and do a standing drop kick.
Stop.
Expect that.
What if he just hits a Rainmaker in their match at SummerSlam?
The camera just pans out.
Oh no! Oh no!
The fucking money starts coming from the sky. It's your Rainmaker. Because fuck everybody. He's gonna get his shit off.
My chest hurts. Oh my God.
The chest hurts out. He's in the middle of the ring, getting ready for the Rainmaker. People that have never seen Okada's Rainmaker have no idea why this is so funny.
No, really don't. If you get the chance, just look it up. I swear to God.
My back hurt.
Okay, let's get back to Seth and Dean. Then we stay on this anyway.
What are you thinking out here? Oh God, the money though.
He has to turn heel afterwards. He has to. He wouldn't have a choice.
Yeah. He comes out with a robe. And he got the little side man, the little hype man.
No.
Little Jimmy is the hype man.
Little Jimmy.
Fucking rated money everywhere. Oh my God. He better never do the fucking Rainmaker in his life.
Oh,
and the camera better not fucking pan out. It just better not pan out. I can't. The camera pans out and Steena's standing there in the middle of the ring. People that have never seen Okada and New Japan they just have no idea why we're laughing.
No.
Oh God, I got a headache. It's fucking Cena. The disrespect. I would expect Okada to drop kick him from Japan if that ever happened.
Yeah. It's just like, where did he come from?
I would see that happening with Guile music playing in the background.
All right.
Give me my fucking move, my camera move. You're not gonna fucking Rainmaker somebody on my watch. But you're in Japan, doesn't fucking matter. All right.
Oh man.
How do we follow that up?
I mean, the only way we possibly fucking can at this point. Just Hold on. My mic's acting weird. Let me see if that fixes it.
Okay.
All right, there we go.
The match was really good until it started getting weird.
Whew.
And by me saying weird is
So let's go ahead and let's talk about Dean and Seth, because my God. Where were we?
Okada. All right. I was.
Why is he still there?
Oh fuck! You gotta fix yourself again.
Uh-oh.
I'm here. Blackjack done fucked up again.
I think we just lost Wiza. Well, that's not good.
All right. I hear you. I'm pretty sure they hear you because you're playing through my speakers. But I'm gonna lead in while he's fixing his mic. The match between Seth.
Yeah, Wiza's gone.
I'm
Oh
fucking.
no, wait, no. He says he can hear me, but I can't hear him. Just weird. Hold on. Give me 1 second. Hold on.
All right.
All right, say something.
Balls deep.
I have to fix my mic. Hold on, man. Hold on. Let me do this. Let me jump in and out of this real quick.
Trey keeps making shirts. I see him losing the title against Balor on the 4th. They're hyping him to be the guy in NXT in his return to Japan. Definitely. He's definitely going to win that NXT title in Japan.
Oh, Balor, yeah, he is.
All right, so you hear me. Good.
Yeah, we're good.
Yeah, Smalls would hear us both, so it was just you.
Yeah, it was just me then.
So let's finish up this match. We've been going on for almost 2 hours again.
Yeah, let's wrap this up then. Yeah, I mean the work on like Dean's leg was great for Seth because it just made him look like the heel that he's supposed to be. I mean, he kept yelling at him at some point. Yeah, how are you gonna climb up with one leg? How are you gonna climb up with one leg? Just like constantly repeating.
Telling the story. They're telling the story. So why the fuck isn't he selling that shit?
His leg shouldn't have existed.
All right. I get what they were going for, right? Is to make him look like just a possessed guy, right? And what I would have liked to have seen was when Dean was on the ground or on a mat, and it's like he was crawling with his stomach. When he was just inching towards Seth and Seth was getting up, getting ready to climb. I would have liked to have seen Dean grab Seth's leg by his fucking teeth.
Yeah.
Like, no, I'm not letting you get up there. I'm going to fucking bite you off of that shit. Because he can't move. That's what he's supposed to be selling. He's supposed to be, and we just completely skipped to the end, but fuck it. We got to wrap this up. He's supposed to be selling that he can't move. He's been hit by a fucking freight train. Nobody. And fuck, you can even give me Brock Lesnar. And Brock Lesnar knows how to fucking sell. Brock Lesnar would not have. I can't see Brock Lesnar just selling like, all right, time for me to get back up and bring you back down. No.
Dean Ambrose turned into John Cena a little bit here.
Yeah, it like what was going on in the match made sense. The selling of it made no sense.
So remember when John Cena went up against Damian Sandow, and the whole thing was that he just got surgery done on his arm, and Sandow completely destroyed his arm, and Cena still won because Cena wins.
Yeah,
that's pretty much what happened here. Like Dean's leg should have been. Dean himself probably should have been dead.
I get that they were trying to make Dean look credible.
Correct.
Trying to make Dean look like he belonged, right?
Because all they ever do is shit on the guy.
Yeah, and I get that. But there's also a sense of overdoing it.
Correct.
Where it just becomes a joke. And the last joke was when they were on the outside. And that motherfucker Seth threw him into like 15 barricades.
Dean, I even said it. I'm like, well, Dean's dead.
He should have been, and then dropped a ladder, threw him into the fucking ladder.
And then buried him with chairs and ladders.
Buried him with the ladders and the chairs.
That motherfucker still found a way up the damn ladder.
Why are we not selling that? And then you got Seth at 100%. Well, not 100%, but he's
better conditioned than Ambrose.
He's good. going into the ring, he could have just walked his way up to the ladder and walked his way up to the belt, which is what he should have done. He had the smirk on his face, he's laughing, he's cheesing and all that. With Dick Seth, right? Mm-hmm. Dean should not have gotten up. What was the point of it? They did all of that, just to have that finish. Just to have them do just to have them both grab the title at the top of the ladder.
I feel like if you're gonna do that finish, this didn't deserve all that.
No, they should have done it much earlier in the match. We didn't need Seth to kill him and for him to come back to life.
Yeah,
just for that spot. Take away that spot. Well, take away the outside damage that Seth gave him.
Yeah,
and then have them, take all that away. And then, okay, you can have them do that ending spot. I wouldn't mind it.
Right.
But it's the fact that we seen homicide happen on television.
Yeah.
And he no-sells death. I have a problem with that.
That match went 35 goddamn minutes, man.
Huh?
That match went 35 minutes.
Other than that, I thought it went longer.
No, only 36 technically, but whatever.
No, I thought that they started. Oh yeah, the end. Like after the match, they were.
Yeah, because Triple H came out and
they celebrated for like another 10 minutes. Well, no, not 10. Another like 5 minutes.
I thought Dean Ambrose was legitimately going to cry in that ring.
He should have.
He should have, yeah.
Sell a moment. He fucking should have, because what they accomplished by him crying right there is that, man, this feud is really over for now. And it looks like, all right, he can legitimately stop chasing Seth for now. They could build something later. They could plant seeds later. Just him crying would it would ultimately split up that feud. Like, believable.
The sympathy angle, the sympathy for that guy is through the fucking charts right now.
There's that, and if Dean cried at that moment after everything that Dean did with the title and to get the title and to finally get his hands on Seth, which they should have been selling Dean getting his hands on Seth. They should have been back to selling that angle.
They haven't, which I don't know why, but whatever.
If they would have just put that over and sold that and had Dean cry for not beating him, then it's like, man, what the fuck can Dean do to beat this guy? And now the fact that Seth just keeps beating him, now you have it that they really got to go away from this and come back later. Dean has to do some soul searching because Seth is just that far under his skin. And then you can just do segments and vignettes and things like that with Dean just in random ass places. He doesn't even have to be on Raw much. He doesn't even have to be on too many matches. He just be doing stuff, building sympathy and trying to build his comeback, little soul searching, because his ultimate goal at this point is to beat Seth.
Yeah.
And we got none of that.
I have a feeling he's going to beat Seth when he doesn't have the title.
And that's pointless because it's not going to mean anything to Seth. It's not going to be like, I finally got one up on you and it actually mattered.
Yeah, which sucks.
But the match, for the most part, was good. I just didn't care for all of that overly no selling that was going on.
Because we all know Dean Ambrose is coming back next week.
Yeah.
Fine.
Yep. No. Wait. No. They did. Just go on Twitter. Just go on Twitter. I thought we left this alone. I thought we left this alone.
No.
Why is it not over?
It's not over.
Oh my God. Well, we're laughing at right now. I'm going to retweet it. A lot of you guys still aren't going to know until you actually YouTube Okada. But just Cena's face on Okada.
that particular
with the moneymaker pose. Oh my God! If he had the money raining from the sky, that'd be like,
I'd be done. Yeah,
that would be done deal. That would be done deal. Okay. Overall, this pay-per-view, what do you think about it?
I think my avatar with Dean Ambrose face photoshopped on Jay Cutler is appropriate.
You're gonna have to explain that one to me at least.
Well, I thought about this being Tony Romo, but
no, I'm talking about the pay-per-view, not the match anymore. Just your overall thoughts on the pay-per-view.
The finishes ruined a lot for me. I mean, granted, there was a lot of great moments in this pay-per-view, especially in that Cena Owens match from Canadian Destroyers, and I can only imagine what Kevin, especially when Cena botched it at first. I imagine Owens is just like,
a lot of these matches and finishes, whoever booked these things had in mind, let's book this how Dusty would do it.
Yeah.
Dusty would do shit like this.
Yeah, I know. Like, a lot of people were saying, oh, Dusty's in heaven smiling right now. Dusty's in heaven looking at this like, what the fuck?
No. Dusty would do, especially that last match. He would definitely do that shit. In that Nikki Bella match, he would do that. He would do that. That whole Canadian Destroyer and Okada gimmick, nah.
No, he's not doing that.
Nah, that's Cena watching way too much bullshit in his free time.
Where did Kevin Owens come from? What is PWG?
What did they do there? Oh, they do.
I'm just waiting for him to come back next week and start doing the Meltzer driver.
All right.
Cena learns the super kick.
What's that Zack Sabre guy do? Let me try some of this shit out.
Yeah, who is this?
No.
They say he's the next Daniel Bryan. I could do this.
just no. I actually enjoyed the pay-per-view for the most part. I like the ring work. I like the ring work from most of these matches. Again, I didn't watch the Ryback match, so I don't have a comment on that. The Divas match, I like that they went for it. It just could have been booked better. New Day, tag team match. I was okay with the match. I'm indifferent about the finish. The Money in the Bank ladder match, didn't care for the match. I'm okay with the finish. I'm good with the finish. I don't know if I'm missing any matches. Owens and Cena, we just fucking laughed at that for 10 minutes. So, I'm okay with this pay-per-view. And I think that with these back-to-back pay-per-views they've been giving us, because they're trying to sell the network off, I think that they did an okay job. I think they did fine enough.
Yeah.
Especially on such short timing. I think they did well enough.
Yeah.
Dean just got to sell shit.
Yeah. It kind of makes me wonder what's next for him.
Yeah. Well, let's take a guess before we go on ahead and get off. Who do you stick Dean with? I think Dean needs to. Nah, I was about to say I think Dean needs to step away for a little while.
I'm just scared because I don't know where he goes now.
And he's hot right now, so
he's ridiculous.
Bray Wyatt, the guy. Speaking of Bray Wyatt, well, what are we gonna do with that? What are we gonna do with Bray?
Well, there's the Roman Reigns and Bray feud. I mean,
I don't want that.
It's going to happen, Wiza.
I mean, the guy's already dead, but
new face of fear, Wiza.
You know what could save it is, Bray's getting his shit pushed in by Roman Reigns, and Luke Harper and Eric Rowan comes out and helps.
That needs to happen and fast.
Finally reforming this and giving. See, and this is what you do. You start having the Wyatts continuously beat the fuck out of Roman Reigns and start building that sympathy.
Yeah.
That's how you can start getting people behind him, and he has to take losses to them. Do I see it happening? Nah. He's just gonna fucking plow through him because he's Cena. Dean, what are we gonna do with Dean?
Maybe he can accept the John Cena Open Challenge. I don't fucking know. Yeah, I mean that's the thing. I don't know where you go with this now. God, the roster's so thin too. It's like, I mean, I guess you're giving him a nothing guy.
They don't have any guys at the top. They can't feud him with Sheamus because they got to start getting Sheamus hot.
Right. Like, I mean, he already beat Sheamus, so there's no point.
I don't know what they're gonna deal with him.
I need to look at the roster. Let me take a quick look at the roster real quick, and I can.
There's nobody they can bring up from NXT because there's just nobody.
Mm-hmm.
They need more guys at the top. They just do.
Maybe you can feud with New Day or no, that's terrible.
There's nothing.
Cesaro is trying to figure shit out right now without Tyson Kidd with him.
Did you get that Kevin Owens RTG card?
Nah, I didn't even do RTG this week.
Oh,
I just didn't bother. Because I'm moving in like 2 weeks.
Where you at now?
I'm moving to downtown Raleigh.
Layla's mother is in Raleigh.
Okay.
He just moved out there this weekend.
So do I stay away? Do I not?
Probably. Look at this. Look at Big E. Look at Big E.
Big E's great.
Look at what he does, and just look at what Darren Young is doing. Darren Young is trying to escape the clap.
No, it's not going to happen. And then even better is that like as he's doing the clap, they're just like ah.
Yeah, he's running away, and that's the setup. The clap is the setup move for the stomp.
Mm-hmm.
They just started stomping him after that.
It's just hilarious.
I got nothing for Dean.
I don't know. Give Dean Ambrose Jack Swagger or something. I don't fucking know.
Do you start giving him some jobber matches?
Give him King Barrett, because fuck Barrett.
You know what? Yeah, but what you need Dean to do is to just start smashing dudes because he's pissed. So yeah, go ahead and give him those jobber dudes, and just have him smash Ziggler's face in because he's pissed. Now we need pissed off Dean Ambrose.
This is what I wanted in the triple threat match. I mean, granted, now he won't be pissed off at Roman Reigns, and it kind of keeps them separate. But yeah, I wanted a pissed off Dean Ambrose in their triple threat match. I want a guy who's hungry.
Why is Big E smiling so much right now? And where's his neck?
Isn't it insane to think that Dean Ambrose has main evented more pay-per-views than Roman Reigns?
What they're doing with that is they're trying to not make it. All right. That's the one issue that people have with Cena, is that he was in the main event of everything every month, all the time.
Right.
And they were starting to go in that direction with Reigns, and they peeled back on it because it was hurting them. So I'm okay with that. You know, main event, go with the hot guys, the guys that are going to sell the pay-per-view.
Oh, yeah, because Dean makes way more sense than anyone else.
But yeah, Dean doesn't need a next feud. He just needs to go around kicking the shit out of everybody's ass. Like, I mean, be in the backstage, just fucking people up, just because he can.
Yeah,
just go on ahead and just get him his Django Unchained.
Yeah, like, I need him dirty deeds and like Bob from accounting, because fuck him.
Yeah, absolutely. So that's what I got for Dean. Sounds like that's what you got for Dean. And do you have anything more to add to the show before we go on ahead? Oh my God, don't look at Twitter. I said don't. Just tell me what you want to add to the show. Don't look at Twitter.
I'm not looking at Twitter. I'm being quiet.
Tell me what you want to add to the show. Don't look at Twitter.
I'm not. Shut up, or I'm gonna look.
You're going to look at Twitter.
I'm not looking.
All right.
So, anything else that I want to add? Kevin Owens is a god. Dean Ambrose can throw a really fucking good lariat. My God. I mean, like, every time I hear him land one, it sounds like he's going to kill the man.
Speaking of which, he goes for the between the ropes lariat and gets
oh, yeah. Oh, we didn't talk about that spot.
And like, really? We're really forcing it that much? We're really going to sit here and force that fucking clothesline?
He got kicked into it and then rebounded, and then got kicked again and then rebounded and still hit him because fuck you.
Why is he no selling the Pele?
Because Fighting Spirit Dean Ambrose. That's why.
God, man. Oh.
I can't wait until he turns heel and starts doing that. Oh, man, he's going to piss off everybody. Because as a face, you're annoyed by it, but as a heel, he could use it to get heat.
Oh, hold up. What's this? What's this? Let me unmute it.
When I stole that championship belt a couple weeks ago, it was about respect.
Uh-huh. Right.
Taking what you feel you earn.
Right. I feel you.
Life ain't always fair.
It ain't.
I'm from right here, Ohio.
Uh-huh. I think they forgot.
You people know life ain't always fair.
It ain't.
You can't get a car loan.
Did he just snort?
You don't have a good enough credit score. So now you got to walk to work. Your children.
So now we get real Dean Ambrose. I like real Dean Ambrose.
Mm-hmm.
Your boss pushes you around even though you're better at his job than he is. And he talks to you like you're an idiot. But he's the boss on a technicality.
Yeah.
So I took that championship. It was about screw technicalities. It was about taking what's yours. What you deserve, what you feel, that you earned, what you know.
You gotta actually see his face during this.
Is this on the network?
This is on YouTube. This is on the WWE YouTube.
Okay.
And I lost fair and square tonight. I climbed that ladder. I didn't like what happened when I came down. I lost fair and square, and I'm man enough to admit that.
Oh, this is good.
So I'm going to fix this leg, and I'm going to stand up on my own 2 feet again. And one day, I'm going to be world heavyweight champion, and there ain't no paperwork, and there ain't no technicalities, and there ain't no bullcrap that's going to stop me.
Oh, shit.
We got pissed off Dean Ambrose.
You got to actually see it.
Okay.
You got to see it. Oh, I felt that.
He's always great in the backstage stuff. They don't ever show this shit though. The backstage after-match stuff, he is so money.
That was in the ring.
I know, but they don't show it is the problem. They just put it on YouTube.
That right there, they need to show that on Raw. Like that needs to be shown. Mm-hmm. Like that right there is what I mean by them old school promos. That. The facial expressions, the emotion, making it feel real. And now it kind of, with that promo did, evolved him past just wanting to go after Seth. Because now he wants champion guy. Now he wants the belt. It's no longer about Seth. It's about the belt. And I like that. That's a clean ass promo. That's clean as all hell.
Well, that was a good note to end on then.
All right, everybody. Hope you guys enjoyed the post-show review. And I guess it'll be another month before you see me do it again. Blackjack?
It's 21 Blackjack on Twitter. Subscribe to Wisely here on YouTube. I'm not going to throw my YouTube out there until I'm actually back. So thank you guys so much for coming out tonight. Thank you for your comments, your Okada pictures, and everything. If you don't know what that is, just YouTube it. That's the moral of the.
You can sell them on your podcast.
Oh, right. Yeah, I do have a podcast, instantheat.podbean.com. I do that every week. So that's at least worth a check.
You forgot.
What's that?
I said you forgot.
Yeah, I really did forget. It's good because, there's still some things I want to do with it first. But, it is actually something that I'm doing. So do go check that out, instantheat.podbean.com.
All right, y'all. We are signing out. Bye-bye now.